Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited to join you to show you my Croatian apartment today. It is one of the nicest places I've stayed in, period. And so I really want to share it with you in case you want to stay here when you come to Croatia. Check it out. Okay, you can see it is a beautiful apartment. It's super new, super modern, really nice natural light, lots of windows that bring in the light. It is a fantastic apartment. Highly recommend it for nomads, or even if you're coming for a weekend or a week, whatever you need. I think this apartment can fill all of your needs. I also like the fact that it's like out of IKEA. I can just imagine them like going, well, they'll be like, I'll take this square, and then they like dropped it in this apartment. I'm not even mad. I think it's great, and they have all the little tidbits you need. I just can't get over this place. I'll start with how the interaction began. I started messaging the lady via Airbnb, and she asked if I needed a transfer to the apartment from the airport. It was about 30 euro. It was less than $50, so I think it was around 40-ish dollars, like 30 euros, something like that. And I decided to splurge. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm coming from the US, and I figured a nice ride to the apartment would be really handy. It was so nice. I exit the airport, the guy's holding my name on a sign. He takes my bag, walks to the car, and then he just drives me exactly to the apartment where somebody's waiting for me, and then she takes me directly into the apartment. It was seamless. That is much appreciated after a long day of travel. So it started out wonderfully. I enter the apartment, she shows me everything I need to know about the apartment, and then she shows me a few beers and some water in the fridge. So cool. And then they had snacks, a little few tidbits there waiting for me. I just thought like those touches are just really nice, especially again after a long day of travel and you might be hungry or you need a little snack before you venture out for dinner or groceries or whatever it may be, and it was just like the perfect tie over. So I'm already loving the hospitality and the interactions I've had with this woman, but clearly that doesn't make the stay. After living here for 4 weeks, I have a lot to say about the place. I mostly have raving reviews, although I have been a little analytical for you guys, so I can just give a true honest review of anything you might be missing or need. Let's start with the bed. First of all, the bed is really comfortable. I find that hugely important. I also had a friend come and stay with me, and he slept on this couch, and we had sheets, a blanket, pillows, everything he needed to sleep on the couch, and it was pretty comfortable. I don't think it'd be comfortable for like maybe over a week or an entire month for somebody, but he said it was just fine for his temporary stay here. It doesn't fold out. It doesn't say it does in the description, but I thought maybe it would, but it doesn't. It's just the couch, but if you take the back thing off, it's pretty wide, so it's not super narrow, but it definitely would be comfortable for more than one person. Okay, the next thing I'll talk about is the location. It is prime location. It is less than 5 minutes to a grocery store. It's probably 3.5. It's right there. There's 10 minutes to a beach, and then it's 10 minutes to the main event of Split, which is Diocletian's Palace, which is beautiful. I can't wait to make more Split videos and share them with you. So if you're interested in anything Split or Croatia, I also have a video coming out about Dubrovnik. Hit subscribe right now so you don't miss out. I have a lot of videos coming, as well as the breakdown of everything I spent cost-wise here in Split. So yes, perfect location. It truly is less than 10 minutes walking. It is a quiet neighborhood. It's residential, so it's a perfect place to go into the city center for dinner or walking around or coffee or whatever, and then come back into your place for a nap or sleeping or working or whatever you want to do during your day. It is the perfect quiet location. Speaking of quietness, which usually equals sleep, I will say, because I love the windows and the bright and airiness of this place, it is kind of bright when you're sleeping. It gets pretty dark at night, obviously, but in the morning when the sun starts to come up, the there's white curtains so the sun comes in. And so if you can't sleep with like any light like that, just make sure you bring an eye mask and you'll have your darkness. Safety wise, as a solo female traveler in this place, I actually felt really safe. There was hardly any times I felt uncomfortable. The one time I felt uncomfortable is because I kind of put myself in that situation, but I was walking home at 4:30 a.m. and it wasn't that I was scared, it was that I'm cautiously aware. Anytime I walk anywhere alone, I'm cautiously aware. So I was like watching my back, but there didn't seem to be any harm, and I didn't like necessarily feel scared, except I was a female walking at 4:30 a.m. So safety, I would give it A+, no problems. And I like how there's a double door lock, and so the apartment itself has a deadlock, as well as there's like a corridor. I don't know how to say that word. It's something like that. There's like a double door situation. So you unlock one door, get into your teeny little hallway, and then unlock your other door, which has a deadbolt. So plenty of safety that way. Okay, the few other things I don't think I've mentioned yet is there is no microwave, if that matters to you. Honestly, I haven't found it to be an issue. Sure, it could have saved me a few minutes here and there, but I just like heated some food up on the stove top, you know, took me 5 extra minutes during my day, not a big deal. So there's no microwave, but there is a dishwasher and there is a washer, which super A+. How nice is that? So I think you can forego your microwave. There's also not a broom, which doesn't matter like 99% of the time. There's just one time I want to sweep something up, but they had a little dustpan and like hand thing. So I just got on my hands and knees and put in the elbow grease and sweeped up my little mess. So those are the only two things that I was like, I guess this would be handy. Otherwise, I can't think of a single other thing. But again, everything else outdoes it. They had, you know, like the snacks and the beer when I came in. This is the other thing I loved. Check out these drawers. This is the bathroom drawer, and it has all this stuff you need. It has these Q-tips and tampons and literally everything you need. The blow dryer, love it. Then you have under the sink, you have towels and the little sweep broom I was telling you about, and little cloths for the counter. You also have some dishwasher tabs, so you don't have to like go out and buy detergent. They had a couple tabs for me, as well as a couple Tide Pods to use for the washer, which I just thought was so considerate that I didn't have to go buy a few of my own things like that. They just had them here. Oh, in addition to like these little tidbits they were gonna come clean the apartment twice while I was here. I'm only here for 4 weeks and they were gonna come clean it twice. I let them clean it once and it was perfect because it was after my friend stayed, so there's 2 of us living in here for a little bit. But then they wanted to clean it again. I was like, I'm leaving in 4 days. I don't want you to clean it, and then I leave. But how nice is that if you're here for a long-term stay, they do have scheduled cleanings, and I thought that was insane. I don't think I've mentioned the cost yet, and I'm gonna sneak that in quick, but the cost is $1,500. It's a little bit more than I usually spend for my Airbnbs. I try to get everything around $1,000 a month for living, or my apartment expenses, and this I did splurge to $1,500, but I was running out of places to choose from and everything was getting expensive, and so I'm just really grateful I got this place for $1,500. I think if you come in off season, it would be quite a bit lower. I'm finding Croatia in general to be quite expensive at this moment. I don't think it's a cheap destination by any means, and I'm here July 2021, so like peak season. I have had friends that came here in November, so I'm gonna have to ask and compare a little bit, but that was when we were on remote year, so we didn't like pay for everything separately anyway. So if you wanna know how much I am spending during peak season in July, again, subscribe to my channel and I will break down all the costs of like the apartment, the food, all the activities I did, and give you just honest reviews if like it was worth it, not worth it, and what you shouldn't do, as well as what you should expect cost-wise. So subscribe so you don't miss those videos. One other thing I wanted to mention, which you can either think of it as a pro or a con, I don't know. If you're psycho, maybe a pro. Just kidding. It is the water temperature gets fucking hot. Hot. I can't believe how hot the water gets. I accidentally was washing my hands when I first got here, and I just turned it on, and it must have been on like full blown hot, and I swear I shrieked and I pulled my hand away and got water everywhere, but I didn't develop any blisters. I swear I thought my hands were gonna start blistering. It is so hot that I can't even touch like the faucet when it's on hot. I have to like move the towel around. So be very aware of how hot the water gets, but that means you'll never go with a cold shower. Of course, you can adjust the temperature so you can have it not boiling hot, but it's just something I thought I'd mention that is probably a pro for a lot of people, and that you're always gonna have hot water, but be careful. Okay, I think that's all I really have to say, besides, you know, it's just such a nice place to live. It's very homey, it's well decorated, it's not overly decorated where you don't have room for your own stuff that you're bringing. It's just the right amount of everything. It's cute, it's tidy, it's neat, it's clean. a little expensive during high season, and it is a nomad heaven. I don't think I've talked about the internet speed yet, and it is really good. I'll do a speed test here so you can see it. You can see that the download is excellent, the upload is not so great, but I haven't had that many issues. Uploading my YouTube videos have been a problem, but downloading everything has been fantastic.
It's my last day in the apartment, and I thought of one more con, I guess, that I wanted to share with you guys. The electricity is controlled, like, you know, when you put the key card in and then it turns out electricity on in the apartment. So that is how this apartment runs, which I think overall is a good thing. It probably saves a lot of energy. But I will say, you can't run the washer or like the dishwasher or anything when you're gone, because as soon as you take the key card out, it just fails. It's just black, you know? So I guess that would be one of the cons of this apartment is you can't like do laundry while you're gone, or you can't like let the dishwasher run while you're out. There's one more thing I forgot to mention that I really should tell you guys. There's wonderful AC here. There's one in the living room as well as the bedroom. So it gets so cool if you need it to. Again, when you pull the thing, it's gonna kill the AC. But if you just like leave it on while you go, take the key card, it's gonna shut off, but when you come back on, it'll turn right back on for you, which you are gonna want in the summer, because when you get here, you're pouring sweat and the AC comes on and it just makes everything better. So the AC is really, really good. Huge pro.
And that's all I got for you. Highly recommend. I'll put the Airbnb link below. Check it out. Let me know if you rent it. Throw any comments below. I'm happy to answer. And again, if you want any Split content or Croatia content, hit subscribe. If you liked this video and you thought it was helpful, like it. It gets other people's eyes on it, which is helpful for me, so thank you in advance. Otherwise, we'll see you on the flip side. See you on the next video.